So PoE lighting can adapt for any situation, and a good example of this would be the modern classroom. Modern classrooms have to adapt to many different use cases, especially as classrooms in schools get more crowded and different populations of students with different needs will enter different classrooms at different times. English class, bright, open room with wide open window shades, direct and indirect lighting, is perfectly appropriate for open brightness, reading, and discussion. For math class, you might want to remove the first third of the fixture's direct light so that the smartboard at the front of the room is better visible, and the display board on the right-hand side is completely dark. You also might want to reduce the exterior sunlight and reduce distraction. For art class, you might want to activate extra light, so you open up the shades and let more natural light come in and turn on the 2x2s overhead and make a big, bright, open, fully lit art studio. With a PoE system, this isn't a matter of pushing a button on the wall or the teacher knowing how to work the system. By simply uploading the schedule into a piece of software, the software knows what class is coming up next and will adapt the lighting to meet the needs of that next class. On the other end of the spectrum from, say, an art class would be reduced sensory class, right? So students that are on the autism spectrum or have other sensory-related disorders may need a lower light level and no direct light. So you close the shades, you turn off the 2x2s, work with the only indirect light sources, and make the room less sensory abrasive for students in that end of the spectrum. In the age of COVID-19, you can also employ upper air UVC, germicidal UV light, to reduce viral transmission. PoE systems can easily track the dose of UVC delivered to the upper band of air in a given space and cross-reference that to the amount of air exchanges happening in the space with the HVAC system to deliver an at-a-glance report of how well the air is being disinfected at any given time. So you'll know, based on CO2 concentrations, based on heat mapping and occupancy sensing, how long students are in spaces and how well those spaces have been disinfected. And should the unthinkable happen and a lockdown is required, PoE systems can instantly react to gunshot detection or manual lockdown in order to deactivate the lights in classrooms and lock the doors, enhancing student safety. Classrooms are going to be asked to do a lot going forward with the needs of security and healthcare. And so PoE systems adapt and are easily changed with integrations into other building systems that can be done at the software level.